What's up, y'all? This is the Curious One, and I'm just here kicking it. I got something new to show y'all. So, if y'all know me, you know that I like zombies. I've been watching zombie movies since I was like 6 or 7 years old. Not all the zombie movies. Nowadays, it seems like every dickhead that has a camera fucking makes a zombie movie, and they all pretty much suck. Um, but I love zombies. So, this is the irradiated zombie from Boss Fight. So basically, I think what happened was, and I could very well be wrong. What I think is that Boss Fight did the sculpts for the Zombie Lab, and then licensed eventually licensed the sculpts back from them, and they're going to be releasing their own Z series, and this is the first guy that they've actually released. So they're saying that their series is going to be a lot more lighthearted, more comical or whatever, than the Zombie Lab series. And on top of that, the Zombie Lab series has actually just re-released on Big Bad Toy Story, Big Bad Toy Store. So if you want any of those characters, you can go pick them up at there. With the second wave of the zombie labs, I'm not sure if they're going to do anything different, but typically the zombies are all going to come with that base. They're going to come with this midsection that I haven't gotten to work on any of the figures. They're going to come with this arm that's just like a prop. That's actually pretty cool, but you probably want to put some paint on it. And then it comes with this midsection, and on this guy here and that chick right there in her underwears, uh, you can pop them in half and plug this in there, and then you basically have a crawler. So that's pretty cool. The only one that I've seen that comes with different accessories is going to be the cop zombie here, and he comes with his duty belt and he comes with a hat. Um, Pretty much, there's like 13 of them, right? Exclude that girl right there, and exclude the guy back there. Um, those are ones that I just made. But the rest, like if you look at the cop and then you look at this guy here, you can tell that the everything from the waist down is exactly the same, just in a different color. There's another zombie that has the top of his head chopped off. It's just this zombie but with a head swap. So they do reuse the molds in order to get up to that 13 characters, but I still want all of them. I'm still eventually going to pick up all of them, but they're a little pricey. Um, and I enjoyed the Rag Zombie comic book, so I decided to make a custom Rags figure, Regina. Um, and I did that by buying a Zombie Lab Survivor Rags figure, and I put the head there, repainted the head, and then I had the extra body parts from, and this is a boss fight blank, champagne beige. So after doing the head swap, the repaint, and making this figure, the guns and some of the accessories that I bought for are from Marauders Gun Runners. I had extra bits left over, so I turned that girl into a zombie, and then I picked up a Snokes that I found for like $4, and just repainted him and turned him into a zombie. All of them are pretty much repaints, because they come sculpted really well, but the paint detail just really isn't there. So I went back in and I repainted like all the detail, make the ribs stick out, put fresh blood on their hands, make bits of skull stick out and stuff like that. But they are very excellent figures. So when I found out that they were making a new series, and I have looked at the ones that they have ready for pre-order. This is the only one that you can order right now, but there's 3 to 4 that are on pre-order from Boss Fight. I think the majority are survivors, though. There's yeah. Well, let's just look at this character. I'm starting to fucking ramble. So I was very careful opening this box because even though I'm not a box collector, I do like the way this box looks, and I may possibly want that as a display option, or I may cut pieces of this box and then build my own unit for him using some of those pieces. I'm not really sure. As you can see, he comes with this base here, and it looks just like the Zombie Labs, except for it's a lighter gray color. And I believe on the bottom it has some boss fight stuff. The reason that I know that is I saw it on a review from Everyday Eric. He also turned me on to something else, and I'll let you know about that in a little bit. But he comes with some weird accessories. He's got this push broom here, and it's got some radioactive material on it. Also some holes through the handle with some wrapping on there. And then he comes with a lead pipe, also with some radioactive material on it. And it looks kind of aged. Now he's got the zombie hands, so he's not going to be able to hold either of those. So that's pretty much just going to go in your little accessory box or whatever. If you need a push broom or a lead pipe for one of your survivors or something like that, you can use those for that. So his peg holes are pretty tight. He doesn't go onto the stand very easy, and I was a little worried about forcing him on there because the transparent plastic has a tendency to be a bit more brittle than non-transparent. So I didn't want to force it and end up breaking his feet and not being able to replace them because they're that green transparent color. The same reason that you won't be able to use this abdomen section on him because it's not the right color. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're really good at molding and stuff and you can match this transparent green color, you're not going to be able to do that with him. Honestly, with the transparent plastic, I wouldn't want to be popping him apart and reconfiguring him a lot. Now, as you can see with this guy, they did like a dry brush to pull out some of those details on his sculpt. They also did the eyes and the teeth. They painted what it looks like most of the wounds, if not all. Painted his spine. Painted this piece of his bone that's sticking out there. Teeth and eyes. I don't know if I mentioned that already or not. But he looks pretty good. I definitely dig it. He does seem like he's going to be hard to photograph, though. So I noticed as soon as I take my hands away, boom, all the detail goes away. You know what I mean? So he's not going to look, typically he's not going to look as good in pictures as what he does in person, which is something that I noticed on the site. Now, this is Zombie 459, I believe. And if you look closely, you can tell that it is the same body, but of course, in a different color plastic. And the pants are painted in orange instead of like a dark gray color. This guy was pretty much like all this dark gray color. You couldn't really see any of his details. So like I said, I went back through and I painted in some details, as you can see, like on the ribs. I put in some blood. I painted his teeth, painted his eyes, made his skull protrude, put crusty blood around it. I did not paint his spine. I did paint that part where his shoulder blade sticks out, but I just painted it a crusty blood. Same with the wound here. Just added a little bit of extra details. Put fresh blood on his hands and in between his teeth to make it look like he had eaten recently. Like I said, it is the same body, but you'll notice that the head is different. This is the head sculpt from 459, the 48 Days Later edition, which was on the Kickstarter. I came to the table much later than that. I didn't find them until I started seeing reviews made by other people. And the second that I saw them, I was like, okay, I got to get those. I guess I forgot. I actually filled in the nostrils too, because you couldn't even see the nostrils. It was all just the same color, so I just dropped some black in there to make it pop a little bit more. So yeah, I missed out on the Kickstarter, but I've been trying to get all 13 of these guys. As I said, they are a bit pricey. You can still find some of them on eBay. If you find them from the guy from Hong Kong, the seller from Hong Kong, you can get them for a pretty good price. It's a little bit more than Big Bad Toy Store, but you don't have to pay for shipping. It's free shipping, and it takes a really long time, but let's be honest, Big Bad Toy Store isn't the fastest either. You're going to wait longer from the guy from Hong Kong, but you're going to be paying a very competitive price. This guy you're not going to find on eBay yet, but you will find all the old ones. Now, Big Bad Toy Store has started taking pre-orders for the re-release of the Zombie Lab figures, but I think there's 2 or 3 of the zombies that are missing. I could be wrong. When you go to Big Bad Toy Store, you don't want to search Zombie Labs. You want to search Zombie Hacks. If you search Zombie Labs, they're not going to pop up. You have to search Zombie Hacks, and it'll pop up, and you'll get all the characters. You won't get like everything that Boss Fights does. You'll just get the zombies and the survivors, so you can dig through those. It took me a little while to figure that out for sure, but it does work. So another thing, I did say that I was going to show you something else that Everyday Eric showed me, and let me set that up for you. So now that I got the lights turned down, let me light up some candles for y'all. Nah, I'm just playing. The reason I got the lights turned down is because he is not glow in the dark, but he does have some blacklight activated paint, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see if he's got anything on his back. So a little bit. So a big selling thing on this was when I saw him hit the figure with the black light. I thought that the eyes were already painted glow in the dark, but they're not. It's actually a black light activated paint. So if you've seen any of my old videos about these figures, you know that part of my repaint is that I always put glow in the dark in their eyes. Not because I think that zombie figures should have zombies should have glow in the dark eyes. I just thought it was like a kind of a cool way to display them. I really just thought it would be a cool like little feature if like when I turn off the display lights, if the eyes stayed glowing. I thought it would make them a little bit creepier looking. Uh, the mixture that I was using before works all right, but the the glow dies so fast that the last time I was in Walmart, I found this stuff here, and it seems like it glows a little bit longer. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna repaint all these guys' eyes, and I'll probably do him at the same time. The problem that I do have with it is that it's a green color, and I kind of like the real pale color. Um, I want it to look like the pupils have lost their color, and you know maybe they're still there, but you can't really see them because they're kind of small. You know what I mean? Uh, Wally World right now, because of all the crafting shops being closed, the crafting section is kind of sold out a lot. So this was actually the only glow in the dark paint that I saw that was there still, and I picked that up. So they might even get another repaint if you know they start getting all their stuff in again, and they got some good colors. I might redo them again after that. The one more thing, the Rag Zombie comic book is not for children. It does have some mature content, so don't buy that for little Jimmy or Susie, and then come back to me and complain like, "Oh, what the heck?" You know, blah blah blah. I'm warning you now. It does have mature content, and it definitely is not for children. Okay, just like this channel is not for children. This is for adult collectors. So we're running a little long. So let me finish with saying if you are an adult collector of action figures and you like zombies, this is definitely something you need to check out. And if you are an adult collector of comic books and you like zombies, definitely give them an eye at you. Go check out their stuff. The story isn't really about the zombie apocalypse. It's more about the things that she goes through being a vet returning home, and it just happens to take place during the zombie apocalypse. But you should definitely check out both. And I think that's about it for now, guys. So y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good night. Try to stay out of trouble. Peace.